What is the significance of joint and several liability in Tennessee car accident cases? Joint and several liability is a legal concept with significant importance in Tennessee car accident cases as it affects the allocation of responsibility and liability among multiple parties. Here's an explanation of its significance. Definition of joint and several liability. Joint and several liability is a legal principle that allows for the allocation of financial responsibility among multiple defendants in a personal injury case, such as a car accident. Under this concept, each defendant can be held liable for the entire amount of damages awarded to the plaintiff, regardless of their individual degree of fault. Significance in Tennessee car accident cases ensures full compensation. Joint and several liability can be crucial for accident victims. If multiple parties were responsible for the accident, this legal doctrine ensures that the injured party can seek full compensation from any or all of the at-fault parties. This is especially important if one of the defendants does not have adequate insurance or assets to cover their share of the damages. Simplifies recovery. In complex accidents with multiple liable parties, joint and several liability simplifies the process of seeking compensation. The plaintiff can pursue damages from any of the defendants rather than having to chase down each party individually. This can save time and effort in the legal process. Encourages settlement. Knowing that they could be held responsible for the entire amount, defendants may be more willing to settle with the plaintiff to avoid the risk of a substantial judgment against them. This can lead to faster resolutions and negotiated settlements in some cases. Protections for defendants. Joint and several liability also provides protections for defendants by preventing an unfairly disproportionate distribution of liability. It ensures that each defendant is responsible only for their fair share based on their degree of fault. Impact on insurance companies. In cases involving multiple defendants, it may lead to disputes between their respective insurance companies about how liability should be apportioned. This can be a complex process that requires negotiation and legal action. Limitations. It's important to note that joint and several liability has limits in Tennessee. The state follows a modified comparative fault system, which means that if the plaintiff is found partially at fault for the accident, their recovery can be reduced in proportion to their degree of fault. Additionally, joint and several liability does not apply if a defendant is found less than 50% at fault for the accident. In summary, joint and several liability is significant in Tennessee car accident cases because it ensures that accident victims have a better chance of receiving full compensation, encourages settlements, and simplifies the process of recovering damages when multiple parties share responsibility for an accident.